Welcome to another episode of Racing to Learn. We're a nonprofit that uses radio control to get kids excited about math and science. You guys may have noticed during our last basher, this truck.
Baba, can you say Elise is funny?
Elise is funny.
Can you say Elise is fixing the car?
Elise is fixing the cars. So we didn't get to catch all the moments before this truck broke on our last outing, but we ran this truck pretty hard, and it was just flipping all over the place.
How did that flip?
It just flips like this. The ECX ECX Ruckus tires that we put on have a lot more traction than the stock ones do, and consequently, this thing was just going crazy. So we might even switch back over to the stock tires for less traction. But during that running session, we broke the truck. Now no parts actually broken, but the dog bone popped out here, and I can't even, you can't push it back through this, so the plastic arm must have flexed this way while the dog bone popped out of the diff output shaft here, the differential output shaft, because it's lodged in here, it's stuck. So we had to remove the wheel and tire, and basically you can't get to that without
Window, please.
doing some disassembly here. So
Ready, here we go.
this this happens from time to time, especially with a bad spill. A common fix is to use, some fuel tubing, for nitro buggies or whatnot, and just cut off a small piece and then put it into that, the diff output shaft. And what that does is it takes up the slack in there, right? When the suspension is fully extended, the pressure from this the fuel hose will actually keep the drive shaft from popping out. So that's what we'll do here.
Baba, why do you have a pencil?
I don't know.
Why are you popping that thing out?
Yeah, this is the wheel hex. So we have to pop out the plastic wheel hex, and then there's a pin inside of the drive shaft. Now, again, this is our, I don't think we mentioned it originally. This is our Baseltek NX2. It's also known as the HSP Grampus. Also known or sold in a similar fashion or a similar platform, not exactly the same as the Helion Conquest 10MT XLR. So this is a brushless 1/10 scale monster truck. A really good bargain. We bought this for $79.99 from Baseltek, or not Baseltek, from monoprice.com when it went on sale. The normal price is, there we go, we can just pop that arm in. The normal price is, around $110. I think right now it's on sale for $99. So one of the things, one of the strengths about this truck is that it actually comes with metal drive shafts versus your ECX Ruckus or your, Traxxas two-wheel drive vehicles that come, and four-wheel drive vehicles that come with plastic drive shafts. We've had a horrible time with those breaking. This actually comes with metal ones. So pop this back in, and actually put it in this. We might actually have to undo one of these hubs. That's probably the smarter way to do this. So just getting a hex driver and removing the bottom hub here. Alright, so we're taking out this screw. You can see that on the camera there. Taking out the screw down.
What are you doing with that?
We're fixing this truck.
Alright,
so this uses pins here with a threaded end. And I'm taking out the hub. And so what you're going to want to do is cut a small piece of tubing here. Again, just to take it the slack there. I'm just kind of measuring, trying to figure out how much I should cut. Well, we'll try this out. It's compressible, so we'll start off with a little bit longer length. We'll try this out here. So put the little piece of tubing there into the output shaft, and then
I'm helping Papa.
it was too long.
I'm helping Papa.
Alright, so that initial piece of tubing we cut was a little bit too long, right? And you can tell because when we put it in here, the drive shaft would just barely engaging there, so definitely too long. You can use a hex driver to pop out that piece. So we will cut it in half, and maybe use the other half for the other side there. So just as a preventative measure, we'll do this on both sides and not have this ruin our fun again when we're out there on the track. So pop out this side. Alright, put in the tubing and then just test figure that looks a lot better there. So we'll try this length, and if you look at it, it's I don't have a caliper set with me, but that's probably about 4 or 5 millimeters or so. So let's go ahead and reassemble this, put the drive shaft in, go either way on this, putting it through the hub carrier, putting in the drive shaft, and then getting the hinge pin, so to avoid cross threading, I always like to cross-threading is when you mess up the threads. So I always like to, unscrew the screw a little bit until you kind of feel it hit the end of that thread there, and then rethread. Or screw, start turning the screw in. I'm getting some resistance here, so I'm wondering if I indeed hit the threads there, but less of a concern with plastic than metal. Not the end of the world. Threading plastic. Right. I forgot that we had popped out the bottom of the bottom retainer for the shocks there, so we'll just pop that in. We had taken that out just to take off some of the pressure from that suspension there while that dog bone was misaligned. Alright, so everything's moving freely. Just put the drive pin through. And the wheel hex, popping that back on, lining it. Oop. Where did the pin go? Okay. Usually better to do this with the pin horizontal. So put that hex back on and then get our wheel and tire back on. We'll try a couple more runs with these Ruckus, ECX Ruckus tires. Right, you want to use some thread lock. And then just grabbing our wheel and tire and putting that back on. And so, if you're looking at one of these trucks in comparison to the Stampede / or Ruckus or whatnot, it's it's a lot of truck for the money. Not perfect, but Neither are its competitors, the you know, the ECX Ruckus and the Torment and the Slash and the Stampede. You know, they've got their own issues. So you know, at less than half or even a third of the price for a brushless version, this is a pretty amazing deal. So thanks again for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.